Ladies and gentlemen, this is the No Spice Zone. I'm just messing with you. It's Big Rig 634 up in the booth doing exclusive Racing League stuff. I got my buddy up here one more time with me. You know him. You love him. Hi, Shackett.
Hi.
How you
I'm in the
doing?
booth. I'm in the booth tonight because apparently I'm not good enough, according to McLovin, to race with these guys. So I'll never be a substitute driver. So here I am.
Eesh. That is a rough statement. Well, listen, man, we're here at Phoenix. It's a tough track. I mean, are you really missing much? And maybe I could talk to True and you can get some
I
practice
love
fodder.
Phoenix.
Oh, you do?
I
I
love
just sent
Phoenix.
you an invite, by the way.
So the great thing about Phoenix is it's a driver's track. So last week we saw, like another plate track. Now we're getting into like the driver's tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. I think it's falsified, though, because there's 30 guys out here. I mean, it could be a driver's track as much as it wants. It's still going to turn into a get behind somebody and try to go to the front track.
Oh, 100%.
Like, there's 30 of them.
Yeah, and the other thing about Phoenix, too, that's changed over the years, there's more lanes to run. So if you have a good car, you can run the apron, the middle, and the top. So normally when you have a good car that can move around in turns 1 and 2, you would start off by running the apron to try to make up some space.
Right.
Then you start sliding up, and then after the longer you go in the run, you find yourself running the high line to get that arc off the corner. So
Gotcha.
I like that because you're able to move around.
That makes sense. I mean, it's one of those tracks, like we were saying, where you're going to have to be smart on track and make decisions based on what your car's doing. Now, want to get into it this week, we had some stuff. Our points leader from a week ago, Paulie D, he's not the points leader anymore. He got himself a 10-point penalty in last week's race. Apparently, he got in trouble because his cooler of beer spilled, and he ruined some electrical in the back of the car. So, yeah, NASCAR came down on him, and ERL said, no, that's a no-no. If you're going to have a cooler in your car, you can't be spilling your beer. So he knows now. So it's bungeed in nice and tight this week. No beer will be spilt. So good for Paulie D. I'm going to run down the points right now. We are watching qualifying right at the moment. And, I mean, it's qualifying. So let's fill some time. Your points leader this week, you got Condi, followed by Eagles. There he is, Paulie D in third. Kenrod, fourth in points. True Death right behind him. That's rounding out your top 5. Emburo, the winner of the Daytona 500, in 6th. Bad Martin right there in 7th. Shovel in the 22. He's in 8th. Johnny B, in that 6th car, man. He's quick. I heard he's doing some big stuff here. He's in 9th. And then Lord Grizzle, 10th. Honorable mentions all the way back to 15th. You got Racer Rick in 11th. TCR Doctor, 12th. MFF Kari, 13th. Old Man Nesta, I'm happy he made it to the race tonight, 14th. And Dan the Man rounds out your top 15. I mean, we had a lot of guys that, the racing was crazy last week. Tensions were high. There was a lot of mediation this week, and not only were they frustrated leaving the track last week, but now they have to deal with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like, what a bad track to come into if you have a vendetta against somebody. You know what I mean? like I am one of those guys. I like miles and a halves. Phoenix, a little too flat for me. Can't deal with it. I can run O's and 1s. That's it. I'm not hitting 4s and 5s and 6s like these guys. So I don't know. What are you running at Phoenix?
It's a competitive time. I mean, it's not O's, but I can run, sixes and sevens.
Right, the 5, 6, 20. I'm talking 26 O's is what I can run. Like
Oh,
that's where I'm comfortable.
no. I'm running 24 sevens.
25 sevens.
All right. Okay, I just got done racing 250 laps at Martinsville. Excuse me if my brain's not working.
Calm down, change your diaper. That's a long
So,
race.
do we have any substitute drivers tonight?
Sure we do. We'll have to go through the field and check them out.
Well, we know who's in the 4 car. You love to hate him.
He is not racing tonight.
He is.
Nope, that is Tone Touch.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's it, Tone Touch filling in for McLovin tonight. Hopefully that 4 car can throw down some dirt and get out there and really ride with it. TCR Johnny there, you got Dubs, you got Kari. Let's see who got the pole for the evening.
Well, we know that the 4 car is going to have a better run than it normally does. Because JD's, whoops.
Freudian.
Moving on. TCR Doctor with a 25.7. Those are the lap times I run.
Oh, okay. Just saying. All right. Well, that's good, man. Maybe you can come in here.
If you're listening, McLovin.
You got Kari on the outside pole. Then you got Condi. Where's the third place guy? Third place guy, Spencer Prince. All right. So we're going to back out of this lobby, wait for the next invite, and we're going to have ourselves a racy poo.
I do want to say something.
Okay.
I will be watching out for the 12 car tonight.
Why?
Because I race with MFF Kari and Phantom.
Yeah.
And he is a really good driver. Really
Kari?
good.
Yeah, he's a hell of a good
fast.
driver. Very good.
And it's low draft here, right?
Yep, low draft.
He knows how to get a car around a track with no draft help. So I will be watching for him tonight.
Well, since you're talking about how good you are and how good he is compared to you, just watch how well he does tonight. You know, then you could come into the practice lobbies and start mixing it up with the boys. That'd be fun, right? Now you're like, there's a little pressure on this, actually. Whatever. Don't be mad at me.
If any league needs a diversity hire, hi, I'm here.
Diversity? Hey, man, come on. It's 2024. Everybody's diverse. You know what I mean?
You got people that marry dogs and cows.
That's all right. Now that's a line that I'm not willing to cross. Also, anyway. Share, like, subscribe, all of these. That's it, man. Spencer Prince coming out top 4, man. Good job, Spencer. Proud of you on that one, buddy. Throwing it down. Hopefully you have a great race out there. It's a driver's race, so tighten those belts, all right? Grab that beer, grip that wheel, go get a dub.
And it's all about consistency. You don't want to, if your car fires off, if you're firing off fast,
yeah,
and you're like in the real race today, you saw cars that would fire off fast, but then you're going to lose it on the back end. You want your car to be consistent across the run, because you don't want to be the one that's going to fire off and then have to figure out how to change it on pit road. Most guys should have already had that figured out. Like, okay, I'm firing off fast and I can't hold it over the long run. This isn't the time to figure that out. Like, there's no pit road adjustment that's going to help you counterbalance speed versus looseness.
Spencer Prince in that 31 shacket. What do you think about that? That 31 top 4, man.
Yeah, you better win.
Oh, geez. There he is, Shacket, dropping the mic on you, Spence. You better go get that dub.
That 31 knows how to visit pit road, or victory lane.
And pit road. I've seen him blow up a few times. That's it. I'm joking.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
This is going to be unpopular. This is going to be unpopular.
Let's not get canceled.
Eagles.
We're canceled.
I've watched Eagles race so many of these mid-track races, and he has some sort of. It's kind of like how Dale Earnhardt used to be able to see the air at plate tracks. He has some sort of innate ability to just do the right thing when nobody else would do the right thing, and just it works. Like he has a horseshoe right up his keister, a golden horseshoe. I mean, whether it's luck, whether it's skill, whether it's a little bit of both. I mean, he's quick. He's real quick here.
Well, the nice thing about Eagles that a lot of people may not know is he knows as the run goes on where to put the car.
Right, he'll adjust.
He knows what lane to run, and he's not afraid to maneuver the car to look to where he can get speed, because as the run goes on, running the bottom's not going to get you anywhere. Running the bottom's going to keep you consistently where you are. You've got to be able to move around to try to say, okay, longer in the run, I want to be here because I'm going to keep my speed up and not just be a consistent car throughout the stage.
Eagles,
and that's the biggest thing tonight.
He is the only person I can describe as this, and it's to a T. It is 100% aggressively cerebral. Like, he thinks about his moves, and he's like, well, let's get angry. Here we go. Elvin Priest, what's up, buddy? How you doing out there, man? Glad you're watching. MFF shout out. Heard Shack Attack's doing pretty good over there with you boys, so that's pretty fun. Shaq, what nights do you race?
Let's see. I race Sunday nights at 7 p.m. in FTR in their Pro Series.
Oh, okay.
I run Thursday nights in the Pro Series for Phantom.
All right, looks like we're going in right now, so.
And then I race Saturdays in the Pro-Am for Phantom.
Gotcha. And Phantom is MFF and all those guys? Do you need an invite, check it?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I sent you one.
I've been having a blast in Phantom. I think, I apparently from what they're saying, I don't know, is that I've been the one of the only drivers to really come in and just like hit it on the track. But we're not here to talk about me. I mean, we could spend an entire hour talking about me.
No, I'm sure I'd rather watch some paint dry or pull my fingernails out with a pair of pliers. Something. I'd do something else. But, I mean, we'll fit.
Send me my check. I quit.
That's funny. All right, guys, buckle them up. We're getting ready to go here at Phoenix. We got Shack Attack, Big Rig 634 up in the booth, and TCR Doctor bringing us to the green flag. Let's go racing, boys. 44 is out front. You got Kari on the outside, followed by that 31 and that 23. That's just how they qualified. We got some stuff going around in the back. It looks like, they got it under control. Good job for them. Going into that corner. Man, wow. We got some good movers here, man. Racer Rick, he's moving up through the field. And we got the 19 of Swamp Cracker. He's coming up there. He was mixed up with some stuff a few weeks ago.
The 12 car said, I'm not running second.
Nope. 12 car will never run second. Kari is a phenomenal driver, and he is a lot of fun to watch. So, cannot wait to see what he does in a full season here. Oh, man, Nesta in that 9 car tucked in behind Bow Hunter right down that 17. Followed by, you got Hick Ross in that 18. Hick's a fast guy. He's been balling out lately. Bad Martin just cruising, staying behind Shovelhead. Shovelhead pronounced right there in the 22 Pennzoil Ford. Eagles, my pick. Looks like he's about 9th. All right, come on, Eagles. It's been 2 laps. Get to the front. Slow Morrow. Definitely not slow here. Up there in the top 10. Paulie D. I told him he's a charity case of this place, giving away all them points like he did last week, so hopefully he doesn't do that again. Man, Kari out front, guys. Check that out. Kari passes TCR Doctor and Spencer. Leads our laps.
Yeah, the 23 kind of got in. The 23 got into the 44, which caused the 44 to hit the wall, and he is now dropping like a rock.
That is the issue with this track, man. Once you get a little bit of damage, that car pushes, that tightness, it doesn't help you till the end of the run.
The other thing I'm noticing too, which I don't know what's going on right now, if you watch him in turns
Racing.
1 and 2 in the middle of the turn,
Right.
he's getting a little twitch, like the car's breaking loose already.
Who is that? The 12?
The 44.
Oh, all right.
Because I'm on board with him right now, and 2 laps in a row, he hits the middle of the turn and like the car kind of almost like a fishtail type thing.
Well, I'm wondering if he set his car up a little too loose. I mean, this track, it's very weird. It's almost backwards. Where if you play with the wedge, you tighten it up, and it never works out the way you think. So maybe he set up his car a little off, and maybe it'll come in. You know, it does get tighter as the run goes on. You get closer and closer to that wall. So this track wearing off rubber is not a bad thing.
Well, and that's kind of the thing that I always say about this,
3 wide.
about every track is just because you qualify on the pole, yes, you have a fast car, but is it consistently fast for the race? Like, are you building a car to qualify the pole, or are you building a car to win the race?
That's why I like
Because
that there's
the car
two
that
sections.
Yeah. The car that qualifies on the pole may not be the one that wins the race. You know, somebody in 20th could have a car to win the race. That's the thing about a setup.
Well, not only that, but you have a track like this where you have so many guys and it's hard to pass.
Yeah.
You want to be up front. Now, you see everybody fanning out on the front stretch there, like we did in practice when I filmed that on Thursday. And, yeah.
The biggest thing about the front stretch, 10 laps in, you want to stop cutting the dog leg. You want to conserve tire, because the more you cut the dog leg, the more you're going to use tire.
Right.
So the further the run goes on, you want to stay up above the yellow line. Let the guy go below you. You're going to get the entry going into 3.
Right.
Where the guy coming off the apron or coming up the track is going to have to get up far enough to make the arc.
And I do believe in this first stage we are going to have to manage the tires a little more than normal. Gas, not an issue, but tires are always an issue, especially at tracks like this where you're going to cut the apron to try to get the best lap you can.
Like if I'm the 31, I'm off the bottom. I'm getting off the bottom. I'm not going to use up my tires to get around the 12. Follow the 12. Put the pressure on him. Make him make the mistake for you. Don't try to just, use up your stuff to get around somebody as the run goes on. Let them make the mistake.
So you're saying later on in the run, like you're essentially going, I'm done being a bottom guy. I'm the top guy now.
100%.
Gotcha. All right.
Because if you just watch the lap prior that they're on now, going on the dog leg, the only 2 that cut it were the 12 and the 31. Everybody else throughout the pack was off the bottom and in the old style racing line.
Right. Another thing, coming out of 3 and 4, as these tires wear down, you're going to want to get off that Geico sign. It gets real slick.
Yeah.
Real slick.
The other thing, too, is you kind of have to remind yourself, like, up until, 2010, they didn't have the ability to run these aprons.
Right.
You got to try to kind of run it the old style, like Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin and all those guys did, where you can't rely on the apron.
Sweet mustaches. Golden era of NASCAR. Well, up front right now we have the 12 and the 31 battling. They look pretty even up front, and followed by Paulie D, and then Eagles made his way all the way up to 4th place. My pick for the night, man. I hope it unfolds. Come on, Eaglet. Do your thing, buddy. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Anything on here, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button. I want to get all them likes in here. We're supposed to be on the exclusive Racing League channel tonight, but YouTube said no, that's not happening. We're gonna keep verification problems on you. So we're here on Big Rig 634, and we will be as long as verification issues keep on happening.
So I want to point something out. How many laps into the run are we?
Give me a second.
Do we know?
We will in a second.
While you're doing that, the 31 is putting pressure on this 12 car. Like, hardcore pressure.
We have 22 laps to go in this first stage.
So we're what, halfway?
Yeah, just about.
So probably like 10, 12 laps.
More like 15-ish. I think it's like 37.
Okay. Anyway, in 15 laps, the 44 has gone from sitting on the pole to almost outside the top 15.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. You don't have your car set up right. I mean, that's the main thing about these big pack racing leagues. You gotta really put your car in a predicament where you can go long term. You know, especially with the caliber of driver that's here in exclusive. You're not gonna get a lot of cautions. You're gonna get a lot of driving, a lot of stuff moving around. So, Kari can make it. Don't know about the 31. All right, Kari can make it. That's what we heard. So I guess it's hopefully the 31's not burning too much gas.
I'm probably going to regret saying the 31 should get off the bottom, because out of all the cars right now, he's rotating the bottom the best, and he's not getting loose.
Right.
He's able to stay on the inside, and he slides up just a little bit, but he's able to run the bottom and get back on the apron without getting loose.
Well, I mean, look at it right now. He's got a fender to the good, and then Kari comes back. Let's watch these guys on the Napa Van Wickle blimp cam. Check that out.
That's the thing. The 12 car is...
collision.
The 12 car is going to always get that good run off the high side. So what the 31 needs to do is, going into turns 1 and 2, he needs to cut it down low and slide in front of the 12 to stop the 12 from getting the run.
Now, if you're Eagles and Pauly D, you separated yourself from the pack. You got enough to catch these guys?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I'm hoping so, man.
Eagles is biding his time. He's saving tire like Pauly is right now. Those two are absolutely saving. These two in the front, they're not. Because if you notice, the two in the front had a big gap, but that gap is coming back because they're using their stuff way more than the two behind them.
Gotcha. So Pauly D and Eagles are keegling the field right now and pulling it back together.
100%.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
the longer this run goes on, those two are gonna be there.
Yep.
And the 12 and the 31 are gonna consistently fall off the more they run.
Tightening the gap. I mean, that's a good thing. So Eagles has got to Pauly D's bumper. It's a low draft league, so I don't know how much it's going to help him, but maybe you can bump draft him a little bit.
No, draft does not help here. If I'm Eagles, I'm getting around the 45.
Yeah.
Because I'm setting my sights on the next two.
Well, let's see. Spencer Prince out front right now. That 31 car, man. It's good to see it out front, not in second place.
I'm not responding.
Oh, stop it, Shaggy.
So right there, Eagles did exactly what he needed to do. Get around the 45, set sail on the front two.
And at this point, man, it's the right time because you're within 20 laps. You know at this point how much tire and gas you have left. Like, just run the hell out of it.
Eagles is making the middle lane work. He's not getting on the aprons. He's in 1 and 2, in the old 1 and 2. In the new 3 and 4, he's just getting the left side tires on the apron for a minute to help the car rotate the center. And then he's sliding back up and getting the run off. In 3 and 4, or in 1 and 2, he's working the middle lane the entire time.
He's making up about half a tenth a lap right now. So
yeah,
the cars are getting bigger in front of him. I'm riding with him right now through the pack, and yeah, can't wait to see him up front here. That's my pick. I need them points. Let's go. Points against myself, essentially. So. I want to give a shout out to Stuart. He's probably in a hotel room right now. So, what's up, Stewie? He'll be back with us in 2 weeks. But filling the spot, basically having a rotating catch-as-catch booth up here with Mr. Shackett and Stuart, myself. So, it's pretty good. Pretty excited about it. How do you like it, Shackett? You like being up here?
Yeah.
Nice. I appreciate that. One word
Rolling
answer.
through the field. Trying to see. Oh. So the 44 has made up 3 positions in the longer run, but he's getting I think it's either the 4 or the 14's looking under him right now.
All right, 9 laps to go on the field right now, guys. 9 laps to go in this stage.
Curry and the 31 have pulled off from Eagles.
Yeah, I saw that.
They've opened the gap to at least 20 car lead.
Now, it's a very long pit road. When guys pit, we're pitting essentially right out of turn 3 and 4, riding it around, just so you're not in the way. And yeah, you're riding the whole front stretch on the apron to make sure you can pit. So, is this like these guys right here? Do you think they're gonna have to pit the 21 and the or 31 and the 12, because that's gonna be a lap easily trying to get in the pits?
You're coming to what? 9 to go, 8 to go, 7 to go right now?
Right now you are coming to 6 to go right here.
I'm not pitting. If I blow a tire or I run out of gas, so be it.
You'll just rim ride until you get around?
100. If I blow a tire, I want it to be the right front. Because then I can at least still drive the car into the turns.
Right.
If I run out of gas, I mean, at this point, coming to 5 to go, there's no point in pitting. If you're going to pit now, you're going to end up going a lap down, and the stage restart, you're going to end up starting so deep in the pack. But it looks like Kari's coming to make a move on the 31.
Oh, man. All right, both will make it. Right now, I just got confirmation. The 12 and the 31 both will make it, so...
Ooh. The 44 just pounded the inside wall on the backstretch.
Oh, snap loose coming out of a corner?
Yep.
That
His car
sucks.
is not stable on the long run.
Yeah. Maybe he can go in and play with some wedge, get that car tightened up for the next stage, something.
He's got to drop some right
rear
tire pressures to get the... Right now, his tires are sitting on top of the track. He needs to drop those so they're sitting in the track. Like,
right.
His car's floating on the track. It's not gripping like it needs to.
Right. He's got Operation Beach Balls on them. Yeah, he's got to drop some poundage so it actually grabs the track so you can generate some sort of traction.
That's a very fantastic way to qualify, is you pump the tire pressures up because you want to slide that sucker through the corner and get as much speed as you can. When it comes to racing, you want to drop those pressures as far as you humanly can go to keep the car stable.
Wow, these guys have a half a track lead on 15th right now.
Yeah.
We have 3 laps to go. Right now, 3 laps to go, guys.
I will say, I'm very surprised that we have not had lap traffic yet. Out of 32 cars on the 30 cars on the track, I was expecting lap traffic.
It's a fast league. I mean, their slowest guy, you know, the 30th place guy is probably faster than most people in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I
like,
mean, you can't even see them anywhere in front of them. That's the thing. Like,
all right, this is going to be your white flag lap right here.
the 31 just needs to stay consistent.
All right, just yeet it. Just yeet it. There you go. He built up a little bit on the 12 right there of Kari. Looks like Spencer King, man, taking it around. Do we think Kari's got something for him? Is he saving? Is he going to pop up on him right at the end of this corner?
He's getting a run. Going to dive it in. It's not going to be enough,
Sticking underneath. Nope.
Oh,
they tap. The
one thing I think
there
that
it
hurt
is.
Kari, I think he could have gotten there, but going into turns 1 and 2, he's hitting the wall on his entry, which is scrubbing speed off with him trying to get into the turn.
Right. Oh, you're totally right, man. Watching True Death here. Hopefully he scrolls up. No, he didn't scroll up.
Oh, and it looks like the 22 ran down Eagles.
I wonder if Eagles started falling off, or maybe he wasted too much in the beginning getting to the front and needed to back off a little bit.
You're gonna see here now that the guys that were using too much, trying to get to the front. Now that they're in the front, what can they do?
All right.
And then the guys that fell off, like the 45, got passed by 2 other cars when Eagles passed him. So there's a lot of guys like now. It's like, okay, what do I got to do?
Kari on the hot seat, Eagles in third, followed by Johnny Boy right there. Let's see.
Oh, it's lag. The 12 and the 10 are lagging. The 12's trying to clear himself up, but he's not clear. The 10, oh, the 31 gets such a good turn into the middle of the turn.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you saw that.
Yeah, I was on a blimp cam.
He's able to put the throttle down and really, like,
drive off the corner. Yep.
Yeah.
Carrying RPMs off the corner, man. That whip effect, it's very beneficial.
That's what you want here at Phoenix. You want to get the car settled, slam the throttle. Well, the 12 got into him. Now they're 3 wide for the lead.
There we go. 3 wide. That's 6, the 12, and the 31. Eagles right behind him saying, somebody pick a line. I'm going to pick somebody soon. 6 car with the power move out front right now, and your new
31's.
leader. 31 tucked in. Looks like he's going to try to cross him up going into turn 1.
Oh, my God. That made me so nervous. Sorry.
Wow. All right, let's get on him right now. The 6 car of Johnny B.
I don't know what the 12 did, but Eagles is stuck behind him because he cannot. The 12 cannot hold the bottom
At all.
He got punted by the 10. 3 wide.
Oh, 3. Who was that? The 31, the 45, and the 6 all get together. And it looks like we're under caution.
We're under caution. What happened in the back?
I don't know.
I don't see anybody with significant damage. Oh, the 9 car. The front end is gone on the 9. Oh, no.
Apparently there was a little bit of a lag storm going on out there.
Cone Touch's front end is ruined in the 4 car.
That's okay. They got a caution. He can fix it. Let's get it fixed.
But that 31, when he puts the power down, that car just rotates.
It definitely looks like he has himself a good setup.
Oh, the 18 did not pit. Sorry to cut you off.
But you did. Anyway, 18 out front is Shovelhead. Or no, that's Hick Ross. 22 is Shovelhead. Sorry about that. But Hick Ross out front with the 6 and the 31 right behind him. Little shaky right there in the 31. Hopefully that clears up. All right, coming down. Let's see.
Oh my God, the 18 literally just flirted with that inside wall.
He's trying. That's the one thing about Hick. Look at the 6 car making a big move down on the inside.
4 wide.
This is when it gets scary. Whoa, 4 wide in the corner.
Or the 12 is in no man's land right now. He's going to get used.
He is used up at that point, and it looks like the 6 car is back out front.
I know I keep saying it, but that 31 can drive it in and make it stick.
Gotcha.
It's crazy that he's entering in on the bottom, and he's able to keep that line. He's not sliding up. The car's just sitting there.
Yeah, he's got himself a good setup, and he's a pretty good wheelman.
He's going to put the 45 in the wall.
3 wide, back for 10th place. Holy crap.
This is crazy.
They're 3x3x3 back there. Johnny boy, I love you, man, but I gotta get on the back of the pack right now. Oh, Hick Ross hits that. He hits that wall just like you called it out earlier.
Yep, Kari's getting used up. He needs to get off the high line.
If he does, he's got to drop in soon. Nesta's about to fill the void.
He gets down below the 7. Looking under the 50.
Oh, Kenrod in the wall. Came off the wall and just destroyed somebody.
Oh, we're in a caution.
I believe it was off of that. Kenrod clipped the wall. Let me check in on the drivers.
Hey, my lagging still?
Lagstorm still fighting us here at the NASCAR Heat 5 server lobbies. You are watching Exclusive Racing League with me, Big Rig 634, and my man Shack Attack. We are watching Stage 2, where Spencer Prince won the first stage, and now I can't call it. There's too much going on.
I may get canceled for this.
Yeah, all right, go.
But I don't think Eagles has the speed that the 6 and the 31 have.
Whoa.
Because the 6 and the 31 pulled half a straightaway in front of the 10.
I don't know, man. He seems pretty hooked up tonight, but like I get what you're saying. You could definitely see that those guys. He did get pinned up behind the 12.
He's pinned up behind the 78 now that didn't pit. And the 30. So if I'm anybody behind the 31, I see that the 31's using that high line really well. So I want to get him. I want to pinch him off.
Right, like a fine turd. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Like you got to push and you got to pinch.
Gotcha.
Because the kids are fighting, and you got to run out of the bathroom.
Whoa! Six car gets around, collects all the leaders.
He got too much of the Geico.
Yep, he got too much Geico under him.
He got too much Geico.
Wow, that collected a lot of guys in the field. Let's go in car.
Yeah, he got all 4 tires on that restart zone, and that's not. I don't care if you're on fresh tires, old tires, thicker tires. You cannot get all 4 tires on there because the car will not stick.
No, it's just paint. Dan the Man out front right now. Big time deal.
That's what he wanted to see.
So in practice, the 10 and the 78 were running monster laps with each other. So I'm excited to see what Dan does. Oh, TCR Doctor back up front. Oh, man.
He said, I'm done. I'm going back up front where I was.
He's like,
lag. Anyway.
He's sick of it. He just doesn't want to get touched anymore. So he went right up to the front with Kenrod and them. And Kenrod on the outside, Dan the Man on the inside. You got Shovelhead in 4th place, and then Spencer Prince right there.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
The 5 car, look at that.
Yeah, he's running
He's rotating like the 31 is. He's just able to like boom it off the corner.
I don't know if you know this.
Oh,
whoa, no. 44 said, you know what, you're rotating too well. That 5 car is piloted by one Kenrod, who's a hell of a driver. So if anybody could drive a car, it's him, buddy. He's.
The 31's gonna get in.
Oh, 31's getting in. 31's gonna have to send some tweets out after the race. Keeps touching people.
Oh, and the 22 is gonna make it 3 wide, and I don't think the 5 knows that. So that's the hard part too. Is like when you're on the high side. Communication, you got to have communication. Like, I know there's 30 guys, but if I'm the 78, I'm telling the 5, like, hey, we're 3 wide, don't cut down.
Right.
Like, right here, if I'm the 48, I'm telling the 5, like, the 11's under me.
We're going to take some laps with Kenrod, see how he does. He's got the 11 down there.
Eagles is mired in the pack.
Oh, yeah, he got collected. All right, looks like the 48 just cleared the 5. So whatever the 5 had to run that middle line has disappeared at this point because guys are just driving underneath of him now. He should definitely get to the bottom and stick to the bottom.
Oh, the 22 is going to clear the 44 for second on the bottom.
3 wide with that 50, 15, and 18 right there.
And we have a new leader.
All right.
31 is back out front.
31 of Spencer Prince back out front, huh?
But Shovelhead said, no. Let me have my moment. This is your moment, girl. Have your moment.
Stop it. Stop.
But Dan the Man actually is the best beneficiary out of that caution because he pitted and must have either taken 2 tires or no tires. And then that caution came out and he was able to take 4 tires. And he's staying within third and fourth right now.
Right. Top 5 car.
He just passed the 44.
We are on lap 26 of 54. So, just so everybody knows, 26 of 54.
I want to ride on board with the 44 for a couple laps and just see, like, is he going to continuously fall off?
Give you the accurate here. You have 28 laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 laps to go.
Pit stop?
May have to do one.
Oh, yeah, the 44, I think he went too far on his adjustments because he's getting the wall every time he enters and every time he exits now. And the car's now rotating.
That's the main thing about this track. You got to find that happy medium to where you're comfortable driving. You find that rhythm. You know, it's a very big rhythm track, and if you lose that rhythm, it's not going to work out for you. 31, dude, this car is looking great tonight.
He can go. His car's doing what we had talked about pre-race. He can run the bottom. He can run the middle. He can run the high side. So if you're a guy behind him and you see that he can run any groove,
yeah,
how do you get around him?
I mean, you
how
really
do you get around somebody if you know that he can run any groove?
Like that?
Well, I mean, the 22 puts him in the wall, but other than that... But even look at that.
25 laps to go right now.
I mean, look at that. He got slid all the way up to the top lane, diamond the corner, and closed back up on those guys to make it 3 wide.
Listen, I got one thing to say. Dan the Man is in the lead. Let's go, Danny boy. Come on.
Now, if you're the 31, do you pay back the 22? Or is it too early?
Payback's not really something these guys do too much. He probably didn't. Shovel's a good driver. He didn't mean to wall him.
I'm going to find Eagles. Eagles has kind of just...
went dormant.
He's further even. He's behind the 50 and the 5 right now. So he's running, let's say, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's running 8, and he's not really gaining. But then again, that doesn't mean that he has a bad car, because Eagles will just ride, and then before you know it, you're like, where did he come from?
Right. He'll use his brain, he won't use his gear, and then when he can use his gear, he'll drive like a bat out of hell.
What they put in the 78 under pit stop?
I believe it was a quart of talent and a little bit of vodka in his water bottle.
And maybe some glitter?
Nah, no glitter. Dan's a lumberjack. He ain't no glitter guy. He splits wood. Lumber. Nah, man, but look at that 78. Just like last night in practice, him and Eagles were running just like this. Dan knew he had a good car coming into this week. Everyone told me to watch out for him. and it's good for him to have himself a really good showing. I believe he missed one race so far this season. Didn't really hurt him too bad, and it's about time he goes and grabs a dub.
That 31 is starting to get upset with running third. He's getting too close to that inside wall in turns 3 and 4. I
Now
think he's getting frustrated because he can't get around the 22, so he's trying to dive it, but he's getting too close to that wall that jets out.
so the only issue with that is Shovelhead's line is distinctly off of this inside wall. Like, the 22 loves to be down there by that wall.
But he's holding it, that's the thing.
Yeah, but like if the 33 is down there, Shovelhead's not running his preferred line, so he's probably getting slightly frustrated as well.
Well, the other thing, too, is maybe the outside is where the 22 needs to be.
All I know is those guys are battling, but Dan the man, he stepped out, man. He went to go get the bread and the cigarettes, and he ain't coming back. I'll see you later.
31 got around the 22 finally, so we'll see what that can do.
Maybe
And
Spencer Prince could have something for him.
Eagles is, I believe, making a pass for 6th. He's on the bottom, I think, of the 50.
We're going to jump onto the 31 car, actually, and ride with him. See if he can
Eagles
track down the 78.
is fighting with the 6 right now, the 2 cars that got involved in the wreck.
There we go. So I noticed the 31's keeping himself up a little bit in the corner. And then he's actually hooking the corner really far. No, Dan the man.
Just lagged out.
No.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess Spencer Prince had something for him. He hit the lag button. Now he's up front.
Get him in the booth right now.
No, he's probably angry.
I would burn my house down.
Would you? Wow. If you were...
Are we allowed to swear on this channel?
Mm-mm. You could border around it, but we're not gonna swear.
I'd be effing pissed.
Well, all right. You got the $2 one in there, not the $10 one. Good job out of you. Think about it like this: when you're making a statement with curse words, you got about $6 to spend. Now we all know what the $5 words are. There ain't no $1 word, so if you only got one.
My god, I would be so mad right now.
Well, frustration level is probably very high. I mean, the 78 looked great out there, and now he is throwing his helmet at the infield and tearing his gloves off, trying to fist fight the NASCAR officials.
I will say something.
About what?
The 44 made some good changes.
Oh, yeah. He came
He's
back.
not falling off.
TCR Doctor, man. He's smart. And
he's able to roll the corner better.
we got 12 laps to go right now, guys. 12 laps to go. Once again, the 78 was leading. Then a alien came down, zapped him, and his car disappeared. So now the 31 is in front. It wasn't a lag. It was an abduction.
Can you ride on board with the 44 for a lap?
Sure I could if you want me to.
Can you watch what he's doing in 3 and 1 and 2?
Yeah, give me a second.
He is... I don't know what he did to this car, but he is carrying so much center speed. Oh, and the 22 said thank you.
Yep, 22 is rolling with him.
This may not be the lap to watch.
No, this was not a good lap to watch.
Look,
Oh,
look
yeah,
at the
no,
speed
right
he's
there.
able to carry
Right there.
now. He did something.
Yeah, he opened up his car a little bit so he could back his corner up to step on the gas a little earlier. Because once they get revved up, they're all at the same speed right here.
The 31's in the
31 in the wall.
That's definitely damage.
Oof. Now we have Shovelhead and TCR Doctor spins around underneath. Little do-si-do action.
The other thing too is Eagles is still just stagnant in the top, just out inside the top 10. He's not gaining. He's not losing.
Yeah, he's just riding. That's what he's gonna do. He's got Condi right behind him. I mean, Condi's fast here, so Eagles is just keeping the gear together. That's all he's doing.
He's not getting the speed off the corner. Something's not helping. He's either needs to back his corners up or figure out how to get more speed off, because he's carrying too much speed in and losing it off the turn.
I can almost guarantee by the third stage he'll have that figured out.
Oh yeah, 100%. And his car's just not, like, he'll enter in the middle now, like he made a change and it went the wrong way.
Right.
He's able to. He was running the middle all the way through the turn, but now if you watch him in 1 and 2, the car's wiggling, like the 44 was in the first stage. The car's not sitting.
Right. So going back to Thursday night, when I did the interviews with the drivers during practice, the 22 actually told me he loves this track. This is one of his favorite tracks. So him being out front, I'm really not that surprised about right now. I mean, FRR Shovelhead, he's on every leaderboard, so. Now, with that 31, he's kind of stagnant right now.
Yep.
I think he did collect a little damage. He's got Johnny B right behind him, so.
Oh, he's definitely got right side damage. Either the door or the fender. I mean, he hit the wall significantly. And the thing is that Phenix, doesn't matter what side of the car you get damaged, it immediately makes the car tight.
Right. Red is tight at this track. Yellow is tight also. 44, man, he's right at his bumper. He's not getting the drives off they did earlier, though.
That 44 is listening to the broadcast because he's like, these two saying, I'm falling off, let me show them.
Right. Well, I want to watch him stick it in the middle and just shove it up there. Look, here we go.
Oh, the 22 is going to get loose. How many laps to go?
2 laps to go.
See, the 22's he's mirror driving. He's getting too much of the apron in 3 and 4.
Yep.
Because he sees that the 44 is gaining. He's getting too much apron. He just needs to focus in front of him, hit his marks.
2 laps to go. Here we go.
44 is going to push him.
We're coming down the white flag, so.
See, that was better.
Here we go. White flag.
The 22 was able to carry the speed off the turn.
White flag.
Oh, 44 got the wall. Did he get the run in the middle, though?
Looked like 22 stayed lower that time, causing him to go up.
He did.
He blocked his line. Yep, he blocked his line. Drop down low. Here we go, coming around the corner.
22.
Oh, Shovelhead gets this stage. TCR, Doctor, and Johnny B are top 3 in this one. Wow. Well, we had Prince. Now we had Shovelhead. Now we just got to have Mr. Eagles win the race, and I'll have a good night.
Can we go 3 for 3?
3 for 3 with what?
We had the 31 in stage 1, the 22 in stage 2.
Yep.
Who's going to win the race?
Eagles.
So, if Eagles wins, what do you get?
To sit here for 30 minutes as I interview him as he's happy about winning.
And if the 31 wins, you have to pay me $10.
No, none of that happens. I don't have a bounty on you.
If you do want to see a bounty, tune in next Sunday and FTR. There's a $10 bounty on Tomboy.
Right? Alright, here we go, guys. Shovelhead out front. Whoa! 31 got a little wicked off of that start. Guess it was a lag.
made up major time in pit road.
Now, Embro is one of those guys. He's sneaky. C-Fan, ice cream. Yeah, no, ice cream's good. C-Fan, I'll make a bet with you. If I win, you send me the gear that you're on.
The six got the wall.
22 dropping low. Let's see if Shovel can hold them all.
Where's the 23 come from?
That is your points leader of Condi. He backed off because he had a little bit of lag issues earlier in the race. But in doing so, he probably preserved himself and just worked his way back up to the front.
How many pits this stage?
156. So you got
Two.
One pit. 2 times square. 1 pit.
Yeah, 1. That's if you can run it dry.
You better be able to.
You're either going to run it dry or you're running it to you can't run your tires anymore.
Look, this league right here, it's just a pro league. That's all it is. You know what I mean? These guys are all skilled drivers. As you see, I mean, by all 30 guys following each other, it's absolutely nuts. And at 22 in this 6, man, I think we got a battle brewing right here.
Yeah, and Eagles is coming to life. He's looking under the 23.
Oh, 6 is down low. Remember, the 6 earlier was the one that hit the Geico sign.
Yeah. Oh, the 48 got fishtail. The 40, he's going to put the 31 way up in the track. Oh,
right.
And Eagles is going to get taken 3 wide.
Outside or inside?
He's on the outside now. The 31 is getting used up.
The 6 of Tomboy, or Johnny B. Tomboy. What am I doing?
Boy. Yeah.
6 of Johnny B out front, leading 22 of Shovelhead, followed by TCR Doctor. And then you got Eagles.
I hate you.
Why?
Because Eagles clearly has figured out what was wrong with this car.
I've raced and also broadcasted for Eagles for like 4 or 5 seasons.
But here's the thing. He's good now.
Yeah.
Is it going to be good in the long run?
100%. One thing people don't realize about Eagles, so a lot of guys start driving like crap when they have 20% tire. I've been in races where Eagles has had 18s all around.
Well, if you're the 50, you're like, get out of the way.
Yeah, you know, use bumpers. Punt them. Just punt them. That's the other thing. We're coming down to the money stage. You don't want to piss Eagles off right now. This is the stage where he'll make you make a move or he'll wear you out until you make a move. But this 6 car, man. Johnny up front.
Oh, the 23 sent it on the 50.
It worked. He got right in front of him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to stick in the corner.
This 31 has made adjustments that the car does not like.
Yeah, I noticed he's riding a lot higher of a line already. Almost like the car got timid on him. He can't drive it down to the bottom.
Well, and the 48's not his best friend right now because he's using him up in every corner of this racetrack.
Makes sense. Once again, here at Phoenix, this is exclusive racing league. Every Sunday night, 8:45 qualifying, 9 o'clock race time. We are your hosts.
44's in the wall.
Oh, no. It's me, Big Rig 634, and the One Shack Attack up here calling this race. I mean, we've seen a lot of driving tonight. A lot of wheelman. Like, what are your thoughts, man? How do you think this race has been going?
I mean, we've had what, 2 cautions, if
Yeah.
that. And they weren't of anybody's fault.
Right.
And I mean,
not to cut you off, that 10 car, buddy.
What, hold on, let me get there.
10 car underneath the 22, about to take second place. Second place is secured by Eagles. forcefully getting his way down to the bottom. He's making up time on this 6, and he is driving the wheels off this car.
I don't know. I just think he's going to use too much. Where the 6 car has been able to save a little bit.
I honestly, I don't know if he has, because when they were behind him, they were single file, and he was still pulling away. I think he was definitely using what he had in the tank, you know. I don't think he's saving anything. Whew. 36 laps, man.
Oh, he got loose right there because the 44 cut under him.
Come on,
and now
man.
He's stuck on the outside. That's the thing, is he's keeping the bottom open too much. The 44 is going to stay on his quarter panel.
There he goes. He clears them. Regroup, reset, hit your marks, get back to the 6.
One car that's fallen off that we haven't really talked about since stage 1 is the 12.
Where's he at right now?
He's battling the 5, and he's in the wall. He was there in stage 1, and then he just kind of was not able to recover from there.
That is the 12 car we're speaking of MFF Kari. Drives over, he drives the Phantom, right?
Sure does. See, Eagles is driving so far in that it's allowing the 6 to get the run off.
He's also preserving tire, if you noticed. He's not taking that big swoop.
Well, and the 44 is not his best friend right now because the 44 is also sending it in.
Looks like that 10 car got to his bumper. Come on, Eagles, do what you do. There you go. He protected the bottom right there.
The Eagles is better in 1 and 2, where the 6 is better in 3 and 4.
And then he misses.
And the other thing, too, is the 44 is also better in 1 and 2, or in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, sorry. Which is where I think it's getting Eagles nervous, because the 44 is able to drive it so far in that I think Eagles is nervous that he's going to hit him.
So knowing Eagles the way I do, in second place right there on Johnny, what he's trying to do is fill up that rear view, so that when he goes in there, knowing that Johnny's already hit that Geico sign, he's trying to make him drive over it again. Watch what he does going in the corner. I mean, he's cutting it right on that corner of the sign. Man, these guys, whew, great driving every Sunday night. Did I say Sunday? I said Sunday, didn't I?
Yep.
Sunday. I like Sundays. Now I'm thinking of C-Fan. 10 car will match the gas when the time is right. That's right, man. Yo, that's exactly what I'm saying there, Billy. I've been telling Shackett that I'm waiting for this 10 car to unleash. I knew coming into the third stage he was going to figure something out. And looks like he did.
I just still stand by what I said. The 6 car is better in this end of the track.
Right.
And Eagles is better on the other end of the track. So here, Eagles can't get to where he needs to be, where coming to this end of the track, Eagles is able to carry the more speed.
Look at
On the
that.
outside of the 6, can he pull him loose?
Let's see. Come on, Eagles. Get that 10 car rolling. You're my pick for the night.
Also don't want to run side by side too long. That's going to allow the 44 and the 22 to come back.
He's getting a good run off, though, every time.
Yeah, but the 6 car is doing
Wow.
exactly what he needs to do by pushing up in the middle of the turn,
I think
not
that's...
allowing Eagles to get the cut.
Oh, I think that
Flag.
6 car is cutting that front stretch a little too much right now.
Oh, yeah, too much.
He's actually
This
scrubbing.
is exactly what I was talking about.
Yep.
They've brought the entire pack back to them. The other thing that makes me nervous too is when you cut the dog leg too much, when you're coming back up, you don't know where that other car is. So you could come up too fast, too hard, and take both of you out.
There it is, guys. A 10 car out in front right now. I'm going to jump on him.
That 22 is going to make quick work of that 6 car. I wouldn't count that 22 out.
So in all the years of watching this young man drive, right now, he's already stepped on the neck. He's going to let this car eat right now, and you're going to see a gap build up that you haven't seen.
I don't know, though. I still wouldn't count out the 22.
Shovel's a great driver. He really is. A lot of these guys are.
I think so far in this race, if there's one car that could keep up with the Eagles, it's, I think, the 22.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. It's just going to come down to
pit stop.
Correct. Well, no one's got a light on yet. Probably going to drive till that light comes on. Dips down low. There it is, a 10 car.
The 6 just needs to fall in line and ride. Because these two racing each other is not going to help them.
Nope.
With Eagles out front.
Ooh.
If I was the 6, I would have just rode until pit stops. Well, and the 22's in the wall now.
Well, 6 kind of helped him out there.
The 6 car is not making too many friends in this race.
No, he's not. One guy who doesn't need too many friends right now is Eagles, because he is way out there.
The 40... No, that's the 40. I thought that was the 45. I don't know, the 6 car still consistently makes me nervous. Getting too much of the Geico.
Well, that's what caught him earlier in the race. I mean, Eagles is making a show of it tonight, trying to dominate. 6 car broke himself free from that pack, though.
31 slowly making a comeback. Oh, the 31 just got real loose. I think he went around.
Eagles does not want to caution right now. You got 30 laps to go right now, folks. 30 laps to go. 10 car out front. Eagles. FTR leading the ERL tonight.
The 12 car is making a comeback now, too.
I tell you who's excited right now. Bad Martin. That's one of his guys. The Stewart Haas points right there. Right now you have the 10 car of Eagles, 6 of Johnny B, followed by the 22 of Shovel, and then Condi, your points leader right there. And that 12 car of MFF Kari working his way back up to the front.
Is the 6 car closing ever so slightly?
I don't. It's close.
It's not begun. The 48's on pit road.
Once again, to pit, it's a little difficult. Guys are shooting in.
On.
3 and 4 riding around that turn so that you're out of the way, because the pits are right out of turn 1.
The 8 car's on pit road. Who's coming off pit road, or coming on pit road now? 24 is, they're on pit road or lagged out? On pit road.
Huh. Just watch it.
Stops have begun.
Well,
if you're in the top 5.
Waiting for Eagles. As soon as Eagles goes in.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. But if you're Kari or those guys, do you try to anticipate when he's going to pit and try to pit one lap before him? Or well, the 22's going in
There we
now.
go. 10's going in right now.
Yeah, and the 22 is going to close him up major time. 44-31, and I think the 42
Yep, 19
all
and
came with
the
him.
8 all followed him. It's a smart
The 8
move.
car must have spun out coming off pit road because he was already on pit road. This is the worst part of the race. This pit road
Yep.
sucks.
Let's see. 1, 2.
31's coming on his pit now.
There it is. 16 seconds.
Yep, 31, 2 cans, 4 tires.
I hung with Eagles on that because I couldn't give you a leader because True Death was in the pits with him at the time. All right. Free and clear. Get up top. All the way back around. Now we're back on track. All right. 10 cars out front. We're going to wait and see. '21 is your leader at the moment until we cycle through.
22 is going to get stuck behind him, which is going to cost him big time.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than when you got fresh tires and you're stuck behind a car that's a little bit slower.
6 cars coming off pit road, and it's going to lose major time. It's going to fall back to the 31.
We're going to ride with Shovelhead here, see if he can make up some space on Eagles.
But here's the thing we haven't seen all race. Lap traffic. Lap traffic. I don't think the 22 is gaining. I just think he's keeping this. He's keeping it cool.
Yeah, I don't think he's making up any time on them at the moment. They're just riding.
The only car that's going to be able to make time up right now is, yes, it's 2 laps, but the 6 car has 2 lap fresher tires. So,
Nesta back here with the 45. Who's got 2 laps fresher? Who'd you say?
The 6 car. But how's Eagles going to be able to get through the traffic? That's the thing. They haven't had to do traffic all night long.
All right, it's been tight pack racing. 21's on pit road right now. Looks like he may be coming off finally.
27 just concedes to Eagles.
That's it. It's the best way to do it. It's a long season. Sorry about your luck.
22.
Yeah, he's got that 6th gear inside that car for tracks like this where he can just drop the hammer and let her eat. We're on lap 139. Now we're on lap 140. 140 of 156.
16 to go.
$16 to go. Eagles is excited. Hopefully he bro's big boy pants gonna drive this one out, man. I'm excited for him. Let's go Eagles.
Is he going to be the only driver so far in the league to get 2 wins?
Yep. The first 2 times. But hey, we got a lot of laps, you know. He could hit Geico before that happens.
Very true. I think the 6 car is just going to run out of time.
Doesn't look like anyone's giving Eagles fits right now. He's just hitting his line, getting through the corner. Saw Toad and Touch going a lap down right there. 21 to 19, right in front of him.
Toad and Touch got the wall.
It's 10 car, man. Putting in the work. Fast last night, fast tonight. Shovelhead right behind him. I'm almost guaranteeing if Dan the Man was here, he'd have something to say about this.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last time we saw a gap like this, was when Dan the Man was out front.
Oh, yeah. I think it would have been between him and Eagles.
Two stellar drivers, very cerebral, at a rhythm track. I mean, you got to do it. Now, if you're Eagles, are you going to try to clear these guys as fast as you can, or are you just going to ride and when you catch them, get around them?
You talking about the traffic?
Uh-huh.
I mean, keep running your line. If you pass them, you pass them. If you don't, you don't. I mean,
Right.
the 20... You see the 21, 2 cars in front of him. I mean, the 21 had a good thing about staying out, but it hurt him where he's going to end up going a lap down. But he's going to have better tires than Eagles, so is he going to be able to stay in front of him? I don't know.
We will see. We will see. 145. Are they in turn 1? Yeah, they're in turn 1, so they're on 146 right now. Of 156. So you got 10 laps to go at this point. Eagles passes the 19 car.
I just don't think he's going to be able to get to the 21.
That's okay. It'll be his rabbit. He'll have to chase it down.
Because the 21's going to have like 10 laps fresher tires.
Yeah, he was out there for a while.
And I mean, if you're Eagles, am I pushing to get to the 21 knowing that he's got 10 lap pressure tires? No.
No, not at all.
Because you're not getting pressure.
Right. And you have a blocker built in right behind you in that 19 car, so when the 22 gets up there...
Right. And the 6 car just got around the 22, so there's not enough laps left for the 6 car to get up here. I mean, he may be able to close half of the gap, but he's not going to be able to close it all.
9 laps to go here. It's a pretty big gap. 8 laps to go at the line right here, folks.
Oh, the 21 got way up in the wall.
There it is. Looks like the 10 car had to make an executive decision. He looked perfectly content riding behind him for a while. That 10 car is on rails, man. Hooked up, ready to run.
The 6 car is too, but unfortunately he's just going to run out of time.
Right now, your top 3 are Eagles, Johnny B, and Shovelhead here in Exclusive Racing League on Sunday nights. Like, share, subscribe. Big Rig 634.
5 to go.
5 to go, guys. 5 or 6 to go. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. That 21's going to keep putting pressure on Eagles, which may get Eagles out of rhythm and get the 6 car maybe able to close down, because he's closed half of this gap to Eagles.
You were right. It was 5 to go.
So we got 4 to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 6 car is going to run. Like I said, he's going to run out of time. Unless that 21 really puts Eagles in pressure, that 6 car needs a miracle.
Yeah. In the form of a loose car hitting something. Eagles adjusted his line in that corner, not even going down to flirt with that paint right now. He's just keeping the car on the track, not hitting any of the loose spots. We got 4 to go, guys. Eagles.
3.
What?
3 to go here.
I keep getting 1 and 2 mixed up. The whole race. Well, come on, Eagles.
But that 22's been, that 6 hasn't really pulled off from the 22. The 22's been able to really kind of stay within a half a second. I think you're coming to, what, the white flag?
No, 2 to go right now. You're on 154. Now you're on 155. 155 of 156. 1 more turn or 2 more turns around the sun, and we got ourselves a 2-time winner here in ERL. Eagles out front, followed by that 6 car and that 22. Last lap right here, guys. My pick, the 10 car. Out front. I can't wait to hear what he says because I know he's good at these tracks. He shows up and he knows he's fast.
For the first time this season, you're a 2-time winner.
That's it, guys. Right there in the 10 car. Stewart Haas Racing. Eagles is your winner. Johnny B got second. Oh, wow. That's a major mix-up right there. Eagles, Johnny B, Shovelhead, Spencer, Condi, Kari, Hoodat, Bad Martin, Lord Grizzle, and then True Death got 10th. Let's go indeed, Billy. Great run there for Eagles. I can't wait to talk to this guy. Kenrod got himself a 11th. Hick Ross, Paulie B, Embero's Finest, and Old Man Nesta comes in 15th. That's your top 15. Wow. Some great racing here. Barely any cautions. A lot of give and take. Got ourselves our first 2-time winner in ERL. So that was absolutely phenomenal. Let's see who had the fastest lap. Let's see. That is Condi with a 25.7. Wow. Can't believe that. That was unexpected at best, but I knew it was going to happen. Picking him to win. True Death, what's up, buddy? I saw you pop in.
What's up?
Way to fight back. Get yourself top 10.
Yeah, qualifying. I had a horrible qualifying. Boy, God, couldn't believe that. I was like, what, 20-something?
Yeah. Yeah, you were back pretty deep.
And I had set me a qualifying car up and everything, and I just didn't get a good lap in. But we battled back, though.
Yeah.
Bad battle, too. He made it up there pretty good.
Yep. Bad Martin, you got a top 10 tonight, right?
I think he almost got 5th, I think.
Yes, sir. I think I got 9th.
Wow.
No, 42 got 9th, so you must have got 8th.
We got the edible arrangements all set up. I just need Dan's house so we could send him a get well soon on your computer or their video game from the lag. That was rough right there. Watching that happen.
Have y'all got Shovelhead?
I don't know if Shovelhead was at it.
I sent him one. I invited him.
Okay.
Yeah. Shovel and
there he is.
There he is.
Nice. Shovelhead, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man.
How you doing there, man? That was a hell of a race. Watched the 22 all night. You got up front. You were battling back and forth with that 6 and that 10 car, and some points you went four wide unintentionally, and I mean it was crazy up in the front at some points. But talk us through it, dude. Like how are you feeling coming into this race, and then how'd it pan out for you?
It panned out all right. I know a little longer run. I should have pitted sooner, but it's all good. Eagles had us covered. Johnny, good job, Eagles. Awesome, good job, bud.
Yep, that was a great race there. But when you were holding up in second there. I saw. Now, did you just let Johnny go by so you could just save some gear and just finish it out, or were you guys battling? And
No, Johnny, I knew he had me. It's just better off letting him go before somebody else catches us.
yep. All right, cool, man. Hey, hell of a race tonight, Shovel. You look great out there in that 22, man. A lot of fun to watch. All right.
Good
Appreciate
finish,
it.
Shovel.
Good
Get with
job,
me.
guys, everybody. Good job.
Don't go nowhere yet, Shovel. Let me.
All right.
I'm gonna get the captains in the chat real quick. And good race in the Eagles. Good finish. Who finished second?
Johnny B.
Johnny B. Good finish. And Johnny, excellent race. Awesome. If you're in here. Yeah. Later.
Later. Shagget, go ahead, man. Talk to Johnny B about his race.
Johnny B. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm here, man.
Walk us through your race, because I feel like stage 1 was meh. Stage 2, you did something with the car, and the car kind of got better for you. And then stage 3, do you think you could have done something different with your pit stop?
I kind of disagree. Stage 1, I had a really bad qualifying and started 15th, but I drove all the way up to 4th and caught the leaders before the end of stage 1. And then stage 2, I took the lead there at the beginning, but the 78, I think he bubbled me and spun me out. So I had to go all the way back to the back again. So we started 18th, drove back to the front again. But as y'all saw, Eagles had a really good car. So my plan was to, I knew he was going to pit ahead of me, so I didn't want to stay out too much later than him, but I wanted to stay, 1 or 2 laps, so that way I would hope that the tires would make up the time, which I did. I did gain about a second, but it was way too much of a lead at that point, and I couldn't overcome it. So that was pretty much my race in a nutshell.
Now,
Yeah, you definitely had speed on that last little run. But like you said, I think the gap was just a little too much for the run, because the other thing too is you had to get around the 22. So
Yeah, he didn't really hold me up too much though. He moved out of the way pretty good for me, and I just like Eagles is just too fast, man. He doesn't mess up a lot. He's very consistent. So you have to be very consistent, every lap. And there were a couple laps where I wasn't gaining anything, and because he's just such a good driver. So it is what it is.
well, congratulations on a second place finish. I mean, that's nothing
Appreciate
to hang
it.
your hat down to.
I'm frustrated though with it, but yeah,
now,
it's a good win for Eagles.
Johnny, watching you race out there, man, you had a great race, dude. Watching you mix it up out there, so don't be too frustrated, buddy. You definitely showed you got something for these tracks. The rhythm tracks, it's gonna be fun to watch you all season.
I appreciate it, guys, and good win to Eagles. He definitely deserved it, man. He's been fast all week, so I got to get a little faster to beat him. So.
Yeah, flight stick. Just saying, flight stick. No.
Yeah, I'm on a controller, so it's hard work.
My dude, I picked you for the win. I've called so many of your races at tracks like this. I told Shackett in the first stage exactly what was going to happen, and you did it to a T. Bottled up, and then that third stage hit, you got some clean air, and you said, nah, I'm out of here. I'm going to get the milk, keep the kid. And, man, it was crazy. Great run, dude. Love watching you up front. You're good at this, so talk me through it, bro. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, I mean, it was intense right from the start, because I kind of screwed up there in qualifying. My goal was, I actually kind of had a plan right from the practice before qualifying, because I wanted to, we didn't use the lobby that I was hoping, the lobby that I was in, we jumped to another lobby, so I wanted to start out front for qualifying, because it worked well in the practices. I could get a lap, get out front, get a lap, and I got wrecked in qualifying, so I started 10th, and I kind of put a damper on my first 2 stages, because there's a lot of aggressive guys. About 15th on, but once I started getting to the front, got around guys like Shovel and Johnny, and we were able to race pretty good there towards the front. And I just knew, man, all week I knew if I could get to the top 5, I'd be fine, because the long run on the car was insane. The short run fire off was as good as anybody had, and the tire wear was the only thing that isn't great on it. And without an untimely caution, that wasn't gonna matter. So, dude, after being as fast as I was all week in practice, I'm gonna have to get used to not being that quick because we're going to Bristol and other tracks. I'm not gonna be that quick at all those places. So I love Phoenix, man. With this setup, I'm 3-0, winning FTR, winning the Dash for Cash, and coming in here and winning this car is it's my favorite track, favorite setup. It's a good car. Shout out HMS like always.
Right.
It's just a blast, man. Two wins already, and we're 4 races in. And when you have 29 other guys going for a win, it's never easy. And everybody's fast. I mean, there's 10 guys that could have won this race. So I'm just super stoked, man. And the fact that this is the championship race has me so freaking excited. So.
Now, when you were out there leading, you at one point, I mean, the only time of the night we caught lap traffic. What were you like? I'm just gonna ride, and then you had a blocker behind you, and you were sandwiched between two guys, and I guess 21 got up and got in the wall. I mean, what were you content with just riding behind the 21 because he had fresher tires because he stayed out longer, or?
Absolutely not. Johnny was coming. He had fresher tires, man, and he was gaining. Like typically, the first 5-10 laps of the run, he's gonna gain because he's gonna have that fire off speed. While I had a couple laps on my tires, but like always, the long run on my car is so good. The 2-lap fresher tires evened out with my car only halfway through the run. So I was even pulling him there the last 5 laps. So I knew if I got a gap, I was going to be fine. But let me tell you what, lap cars, typically I don't say anything. I just let them do their thing. But with 30 guys in here, and there's 4 or 5 lap cars with 10 to go, and Johnny's coming with fresher tires, I was all over the mic. I was telling him, move. I was in one of separate chats, and I'm telling Lando's in the other chat, telling him, leader's coming. Tell you what, typically I'm quiet around lap traffic, but I wasn't quiet tonight. I was trying to get through there.
Also, congratulations to you on the first 2-time winner of Exclusive Racing League. Good job, bud. Good job.
Appreciate it, man. Let's go. SHR,
good job, Eagle.
repeat.
Proud of you, bud. Good job.
Appreciate it, Shovel, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, bud.
Good ride, man. Shovel, great job out there. Johnny B, good job out there, too. I want to thank all the drivers. It was a hell of a great race. It's different to see 30 drivers on the track at one time, but man, when you're this good in this league, there's a reason why there's no lap traffic early in the race because everybody's fast. So, Shackett, you got anything to end on?
Nope. Thank you for having me.
Gotcha.
This is always a fun time.
All right. Shackett will be up here next week again with me. And where are we at next week, boys?
Bristol.
Bring a helmet check, and I'm pretty sure they're wrecking the booth. I'm pretty sure they're wrecking the booth.
Bristol. Bristol's my one track that I love out of all of them.
All right, so we'll see you next week. 8:45 qualifying, 9 o'clock start here at Exclusive Racing League. I'm Big Rig. That's Shackett. We'll see you guys later.